What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Driving with Duck. Solid day today. It was a pretty good Sunday. Spent it with my daughter, the mother of my children. Had a pretty solid day today. Went out, got myself some cologne. Went to Solomon Pond Mall. Pretty solid day today. Nice weather. I wanted to talk today really because it was the spring equinox yesterday, about spring cleaning and decluttering. And when it comes to spring cleaning, everyone is always quick to say, I gotta switch everything over from my winter wardrobe to my spring wardrobe and get everything ready. And it's that sense of newness, that sense of coming out of the cold and getting into the warmth, and everyone has that renewed sense of birth and that invigoration that comes with spring. The song Spring Love by Stevie B always comes to mind. One of my favorite songs, one of my favorite freestyle songs from back in the day. A lot of baby making gonna be going on this year, man, I'll tell you what. But the thing about spring is people only look at it as flipping everything physically, right? People are like, I gotta get back in the gym and get my body summertime ready. I got to get rid of my winter clothes. I got to flip everything in the house. I got to get, the yard work done. I got to rake up all the leaves that fell in that transition coming from, the fall transition into winter to when we had our first unexpected snowstorm and all the wind and all that stuff, and get all the branches out of the yard and all that. And people don't think about the mental and emotional changes that they really should start to think about. And this all culminated yesterday. Really, I wanted to do the video yesterday because yesterday I saw a post about, spring cleaning and, changing things and refreshing your life. Really, it had nothing to do with physical things. It had to do with making those emotional and mental changes that you should make for spring cleaning this year. And then this song came into my mind. It's by the Williams brothers. It's called Sweep Around. And I remember watching the video. I don't even know what channel it was on when I was a kid. And I remember hearing the song. And I don't know if it was my grandmother that played it or if it was my grandfather that played it. But the chorus was, sweep around your own front door before you worry if I'm sweeping around mine. It was something like that. It was a gospel song, but it was about busybodies and people that gossip and people that are always up in someone else's business, worried about what someone else is doing, because God isn't concentrated on anyone else's business more than someone else, right? And I say that because there are some people that are so concentrated on what one person does with their life, they're not concentrated on their own. And it's more true now than it was 50 years ago when that song came out. I believe the song came out in like 1974, 1975, right? So it's not like 50 years ago. It's less than 50 years ago. But, well, close enough to 50 years. But that's neither here nor there. But it's more true now because even in the days of social media, people are so quick to vague book and sneak diss other people and talk about what other people do and what other people don't do, but they're not concentrated in being true to who they are. And it's funny that I say that because I just said some people are so concentrated on what this person and that person are doing and not concentrated on what they're doing. See how I did that? I am concentrating on someone else rather than myself, but here's the deal. I know where my shorts are. I know where my shortcomings are. I know where my screw-ups are. I am someone that, yes, I have a lot of faults. I have a lot of issues. I have a lot of space in my heart where there's a lot of blackness. I know there are spots in my heart where I mess up. I know that there are a lot of people that I should have conversations with. I know that there's family members I should forgive. I know there are people that I should have conversations with and talking to, and that I should be like, hey, listen, we need to have a discussion. But I'm going to tell you now, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm not built like that. I know where my shortcomings are, and I accept them, and I understand them. And I know what I will do, and I know what I won't do. I know what I will put up with, and I know what I won't put up with. So when I start mentioning how people sneak this and how people will vague book and people will say things about other people and worry about what other people's business and what's in other people's closets, I'm talking about the people that are too busy examining other people's homes and examining other people's lives and not talking about what's in theirs and not thinking about what's in theirs because they're too busy trying to keep all the skeletons in the closet and talking about what other people do, and they're not being honest with themselves about who and what they are. See, I'm honest with myself about who and what I am. I know what I do and I know what I say. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. It's a difference between that point. So now that we cleared that up, on the spring cleaning part of it, clean yourself emotionally, spring clean your life mentally. That's the thing that I'm thinking about. It's so much better. Think about it this way. A lot of people, when they spring clean, right, they're flipping their stuff from winter to spring, right? And then eventually it's going to lead from spring to summer. But there's also like someone like me, like I've had clothes in my closet for years and I'm like, oh, when I lose this weight, I'm going to put that shirt back on. I'd love to fit in that shirt again. When I drop a couple inches off the belly, I'd love to wear those jeans again. This year, I said no more. F that. I have enough money in my pocket now, or I'll save enough money. Screw it. I'm going to start fresh. I am not going to subject myself to wearing that old raggedy shirt, those old raggedy pants. I'm going to make damn sure that I'm going to buy brand new. I'm going to buy brand new styles. I have no reason to hold on to that shirt or that pair of pants other than sentimental value. So I put all that stuff in a bag. Now, some of this stuff is only 2 years old. I put it all in a bag, said, screw it, I'm donating it. I'm done. Now, back in September, I just got rid of 3 bags of clothes. I donated all of it. Yesterday, I got rid of another bag. And it was all sentimental stuff that meant something to me. But I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to start over. Because sometimes in life you have to, right? You have to tell yourself, I have to get rid of that emotional attachment and be realistic with myself and say, okay, I'm never going to go back to that part again. I know I've been holding on to it, but I'm never going back to that part again. So I have to make sure that I move away from that particular part as well. Because let's be honest, I'm getting older. I have to move away from that and I have to do something different, right? I've outgrown that particular part of it, so I have to move forward, right? And it does me no service other than just to stand there and look at it. So I gotta donate it and let it go. A lot of the things, spring cleaning makes you feel good, right? You turn around, you look at your house and you're like, oh wow, you know, I moved everything around. It gives me a sense of newness. It gives me a sense of, you know, hope. It gives me a sense of energy, right? It provides for me. It gives me something else. It gives me something new to think about. It gives me, you know, fresh ideas, you know, different things I can do. You know, maybe I could add some more pictures to the walls and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? It gives you new things to want to try out. But if you start becoming introspective in this spring and you start really changing things up and you look at yourself, maybe you won't have the time to be sweeping around other people's front doors, and you can have the time to really start self-examining and self-evaluating. Because I'm telling you, a lot of people, when you look at, you know, if I keep the symbolism going, a lot of people keep their lawns well manicured, make sure the rose bushes are pruned, but the inside of their house is dirty as hell. But they want to make sure that you know that they have the best, biggest, and most beautiful roses on your street, but the inside of their house is dirty as hell. That's how life works sometimes. That's how people work sometimes. They want to make damn sure that you know as a person that yes, they have all their shit together, but there's an asterisk next to it. Because the shit they have together is all on the outside. on the inside, they got an ugly soul. And they're not doing anybody any favors by not being honest with themselves. And they need to make sure, they should make sure, that they're being honest with themselves. Because if they were, they wouldn't be saying all the shit that they are. It was just one of those things I was thinking about yesterday. And I was really trying to put it together. And I was like, how would I address that? So with me, I really decided, you know what? I need to take a step back from me, and I really need to start addressing myself with a lot of the inner turmoil that I'm going through. So I decided to take a step back. I'm going to eliminate a lot of the discrepancies in my life. So I took it upon myself. I'm stepping back from one of my jobs. I'm going to be working one job for the foreseeable future. I'm devoting more time to going to the gym. I'm lifting weights my way. I'm not doing this toning shit that I was doing. I'm back into powerlifting. I'm already noticing a difference. I'm already noticing my body changing, getting bigger. I'm not doing any bullshit fad diets. I'm going right back into the same lifestyle I had back when I was powerlifting in 2014, and I'm noticing a big difference. I've dropped 10 pounds in 2 weeks because I'm doing things the way that I feel I should do them. Not in the way that I've read in a book, not in the way that I've got from a fucking app, nothing like that, but in the way that I feel that I could benefit. And that is what I'm doing. And I'm taking no shorts from anybody. I'm doing what I can to make sure that I am successful. Now, again, I do these videos not because, I want accolades or because I want validation from anyone. And trust me, when I say that I'm not book smart, I have no degree from any college. I don't have a 6-figure income, shit. I don't even have a lot of money in the bank. I am just somebody that has been through a lot. I've seen a lot, been a lot of places, done a lot of things. And I would hope that I could reach somebody and help somebody, prevent somebody from doing something stupid and making a dumb, rash decision in the final hour of their life, so that maybe they could make a different decision and take a different path that'll maybe set them on the right one. Now, a lot of people will probably say that, I'm the last person to give anybody any type of advice, and that is also okay. They're allowed to have that opinion. But at the end of the day, I know who I am and I know what my worth is. My worth is more than anyone's opinion. I do know that. And my name speaks for itself. My actions speak for themselves, albeit I am not perfect and I've made multiple mistakes throughout my life, and I will continue to make more. And I will always be fallible. However, I will always be the first person to lend a hand. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I wear my faults even further down my fingers. But I will never sweep around someone else's door before I make sure my porch is at least being cleaned, because it will never be fully bleached and sanitized ever. So this has been another edition of Driving with Duck. I want you to go back, check out some other videos. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on my YouTube page. Check some out. I have a great one with my daughter that talks about social media bullying. Check that one out. I wish you the best rest of your Sunday. Enjoy it. Let's chop it up. Leave me some comments. Go on Facebook. Look up hashtag Drivin with Duck. Hashtag DRIVINWITHDUCK. Enjoy them. Ask questions. Hit me up via Messenger. Leave comments. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will end this video just as I do every other video. Love and light. I love you all, even my enemies, even the people that pray for my downfall, because without you, I wouldn't be me. Peace.